first of all, I just have to say how beautiful. I'm looking at the Advocate right now.
Oh, I love that picture.
The cover is so beautiful. The comments are amazing. I really can't wait for everyone to see Happiest Season. I think it really means a lot to so many people to continue to see this on screen, because representation absolutely matters, especially right now for all of us. What does it mean to you to be a part of something like this?
I know that I would have looked at anyone who got to be in the first gay Christmas movie for a big studio and definitely would have been jealous of that person and excited for the movie. I've, you know, like my typical experience, and anyone's typical experience watching like a queer relationship in a movie is that you don't know that it's going to work out. It's always like, you know, like more like a wrought sort of depiction of life for people like who are in queer relationships, because quite typically they are. But it's really nice to be like, oh no, we're chilling, we're laughing, and also these people really know themselves and they know each other and they love each other, and they're gonna go through like a wild trippy ride on Christmas, but at the same time they're gonna come out together and happy. And I think it's really it's just a nice feeling, and it's new, and it's kind of like radical and in its normalcy.
No, absolutely. And Mackenzie, I'll ask the same of you. Also, just reading again, like I said, the articles where this is one of the first big major, you know, backed studio productions for the LGBTQ plus community, which I feel like this should have happened sooner, but we are, yes, we're here. We established that this is something that needs to be seen on screen, to know that you are a part of something like that, and young people at home or people of all ages can watch and relate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can say it better than Kristen, but I'm so happy to be a part of it. I mean, something that came up maybe a month ago that we realized that all these movies, there's 3 sort of female-fronted queer movies being released this year that I can think of, like sort of bigger releases. And that means that like this is where culture was maybe 3 or 4 years ago when those movies were greenlit. And so there's always this funny thing with Hollywood where it's like, oh, finally, you're late. And you're like, well, yeah, but they greenlit it then, and then it takes 3 years to put it out. And so it's an interesting reflection where it's both amazing and I'm so excited for it, and it is like slightly behind the times where it's like, yes, let's get it out now.
Right, we need more as also. And Kristen, I don't have your exact quote here, but I know in an article you had mentioned that, you know, in a relationship, if you were just less affectionate, someone had told you you would be in a Marvel movie one day. To those folks or whoever that person was that said it, and to be able to make this film now, where do you sit with that today?
Well, I feel like so lucky to be like allowed to take up the amount of space that I feel comfortable taking up in my sort of like, you know, when I think about how I feel I feel fully received. Like, I feel like there have been times in my life where I felt kind of, you know, like I had something to express and that there was no place to express it or something. And I felt like you know what I mean? Whereas right now, if I had that conversation, it would just be like so absurd. And that does speak to, you know, the sort of accelerated change and progress that is happening in the last like number of years. I didn't say in the moment, I wasn't like, what, that's crazy. I was just like, oh, that hurts a little bit. And it's random to say that. But then it's like, wow, now I feel like that conversation would never have like occurred. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And the cast, Mackenzie, I'll ask you this. How fun was it? Because there is so many amazing people a part of this, not just in front, but behind the scenes as well. How was the atmosphere on set?
It was just the funnest time every day. It was so fun. I mean, you know, normally there's like 1 or 2 people you really like on the movie and you hope they work that day. And I loved Kristen, I loved Clea, and you know, Clea was there every day and so was Kristen. So it was really great for me. Just doing the math, that's right. Then like Allison Brie is so unbelievably funny and
Yeah.
kind and like game for anything. And Dan is so funny, and Mary Holland and Mary Steenburgen, watching the two of them in any scene, it just felt like there's so many scenes where I would just be like instead of actually doing my job. But yeah, just it was so fun. I just laughed for 2 months.
Kristen, if you could sum up the friendship that you guys have just off of after making this film, what would you say? Could you use one word to describe what you and Mackenzie have?
Oh God. No, I'm obsessed with Mackenzie. Like it actually is embarrassing. Like I genuinely knew it's hard to find like the right person for each, you know, when you like do something that like is totally contingent on respecting and actually liking and laughing around another person. It's like rare to find that and be like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Let's like do that in 2 weeks or whatever. We had time to like get to know each other, but not really. We wound up on set and went like, ew. No, I like found her. I'm so excited. She's like literally one of my favorite. This is more than one word, but I don't have that. Like she's the she's the
yeah. So
2 words, perfect. That's all I needed from you. So,
I love
I'm gonna
how many
let you guys
compliments
get
you
out
get
of
on Fresh
here.
Focus.
I'm excited for everyone. I'm so glad that you are bringing this to the screen because, again, representation matters. People want to have fun. It's the holidays. 2020 needs this right now. So thank you guys again for that. And Kristen, I just have to say one thing. Switching gears, Princess Diana playing her. Did we get the accent right? Do we still feel okay with it? I know you were intimidated before.
No, I'm gonna totally mess it up, and I'm just gonna kind of do my own thing. And no, I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure I'll mess it up. No. I've not been as consumed by something in so long. So whatever the result of that is, I'm sure it'll be something worthwhile to at least myself, maybe others, whatever.